Hey, hey guys, so you're gonna go into Canvas, please. Hey folks, please go into Canvas. Today we're gonna be talking about space and depth in art. Similar to what we've been doing, it's a lesson. You're gonna look at the examples, read through, and then you're gonna practice it. So go ahead, click on the link. This is lesson 5. We're talking about space, and so how artists can create the illusion of space and depth in their work. There's a template that you're going to download. You can just double click on that. It's going to go into your downloads. And then let's look at the examples and read through these. And then you're going to take these ideas and just make a little thumbnail sketch just showing that you understand that idea. And let's take a look at these. So there's some different ones here. Starting off with shading. So shading is going to create the illusion of light and dark. It's going to make stuff look three-dimensional. We've talked about this before, but just as a reminder, you can use this alpha lock and then a large, round, soft pressure brush to create some really nice soft shading. So there you can see that alpha lock is in the layers panel, and it's just a nice way to get really even kind of shading in your work. So go ahead, try that one out. The next one is color or value. So as things are further away from us in space, they're going to get lighter, and usually the value or the lightness of it is going to increase. So you can see, if you ever have seen a mountain range, this is just a great example of that. The mountains that are really far away, it's a lot lighter, and it's making it look distant, off in the distance, compared to this stuff that's up front. So that's another thing to try out. And then just another tip here, you can use something called adjustments to alter the color of things in Photoshop. So if you go to image, adjustments, and then brightness or contrast, if you lower the contrast, that's gonna help. And then there's also this adjustment called hue and saturation. If you lower the saturation, it's gonna make something look less colorful. So that's just another option that you can try out. You could also just use colors, like pick up colors with your brush and use those. So that's another option. The next one, focus. So you'll see this all the time in film and photography. Things that are close up to us are going to be in focus. Things that are further away in the background are going to be blurry. So depending on, this is photography stuff, but depending on the camera, it's going to be different, but I'm sure you all have seen something kind of like this before. And in Photoshop and digital art, it's super easy to blur something. All you have to do is go to filters, blur. All of these do different things. I really like the one called Gaussian, but try them all out. Try the motion blur is really cool too. You can set the direction of the blur. It can make something look like it's creating movement. Next up, overlap. Super basic. Y'all have seen this before, but it's an important one and one that's used all the time. Things that are closer to us are going to look like they're overlapping things that are further away. So like this character here, it looks like it's closer to us because it's covering up these characters in the background. So super simple there. Another example of overlap. We can tell this tree is closer to us because it's covering that one there. Scale. So things that are further away look small. Things that are closer to us are going to look bigger. Just a reminder, in any kind of scene with a horizon line, all of the figure's eye line is going to be around the horizon. So this can be a really effective way to organize characters within a scene. Scale can also mean showing something by comparison. So if you want to show something is really big, you can put something in for scale. Like we see a person here, it's making this rectangle look gigantic like a building because we see it compared to this person. So that's just another example of scale. And then perspective. We talked about this in the last lesson. If you need a refresher, go ahead, go back to lesson 4, but using perspective. We talked about 1 point. There are different kinds, but this is a great way to show depth. Okay, so back to the template here. So you should have downloaded this. Go ahead and double click on that. Let's open it up in Photoshop. And you're going to see something like this. I've got it already set up for you. I put these characters in here that you can use. So there's Peppa, Gelp, and then Furby. You can use these to illustrate each one of these if you want, or you can find your own stuff and do your own drawings. I just thought this would make it easier for you to, you can use these to demonstrate that you understand these concepts. So I'll just do the blur one really quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to blur this guy to make him look like he's further away. So I've got that one selected. I'm going to go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian. It's going to let me pick. I'll make it really blurry. There we go. Just like that. So that's what you do, and you would finish the rest of them. Okay. Hope you all have a great day.